I've come to Solingen, Germany to do something I've wanted to do for a long time. Dive deeper into the history of the German Sportmesser and the German Rivet knife. I'll be searching through archives, looking for early examples, and trying to build a clearer picture of where these patterns came from and how they developed over the years. A lot has been repeated over time, but not always traced back to original sources. So instead of relying on assumptions, I'm going straight to the source to see what I can uncover. What's going on, guys? Joe from Messer HQ. I'm here in Solingen, Germany. I'm here looking for early references to the Sportmesser pattern as well as early documents related to the German rivet knives. I got some cool stuff planned. I'm going to be digging through some archives, going to some cool museums. Thought you guys might want to come along with me. Here's a quick look at my collection. I collect German rivet knives as well as six-bladed Sportmessers. The earliest concrete example of a German rivet knife that I've personally seen dates to the 1920s, though I've seen similar knives going back to the early 1900s. The earliest reference I've found to a German Sportmesser is in a 1930 Boker catalog. I'm hoping this trip to Solingen will help shed some more light on the early history and origins of both of these patterns. So here's the breakdown. I have 3 days to get my research done. Tomorrow, which is Wednesday, I have an appointment at the Solingen City Archive. I've already got all my materials pre-ordered. I'm really just hoping to show up to find a table full of books. Thursday, I'm going to be visiting the German Blade Museum. It's probably the largest knife attraction here in Solingen. And then Friday, I have another appointment at the archive at the German Blade Museums. Day one was spent at the Solingen City Archive. My goal was simple: go through as many old knife catalogs, pattern books, and historical references as possible, and see if I could push the date back on both the German Sportmesser and the German rivet knife. So, day one, done and dusted. Solingen City Archives. What a fun day that was. I spent 6 hours just sitting at a table going through nothing but trade literature, brochures, knife catalogs. I took pictures of every single page. I found some really cool stuff. I was able to take a look at the original 1930 Boker catalog that has the first example of a Boker Sportmesser in a catalog that's been found. It comes from 1930, and I was able to see that original, which is really cool. And on top of that, it seems like every single knife catalog I opened, it didn't matter which company it was from. They just had rivet knife after rivet knife, clip point versions, spear point versions, sheep's foot versions. I just found a ton of information on the German rivet knife, which is really cool. Day two was spent at the German Blade Museum. It has a fantastic collection from ancient swords to modern knives and cutlery, and it really tells the story of why Solingen became known as the City of Blades. Entry was €8, and if you're in Solingen, I can definitely recommend it. It's one of those can't miss stops. So I just got done at the German Blade Museum. What a cool experience that was. They have an amazing collection. They have swords there, they have kitchen cutlery, they have scissors, they have pocket knives. Some of the standouts was, of course, the blade wall. If you've never seen the blade wall there, I can't describe it in a way that will do it justice. It was just a gigantic wall that just covers, I don't know, maybe 20 yards, just covered. Every single inch is just covered by a blade. Very, very cool to see. They also had a really massive Solingen multi-blade. The handle must have been about 3 feet tall. I think it had 104 blades or something like that. Just a really cool experience. The pocket knife section was a little bit smaller than I was hoping for, but I'm hoping to have some luck at the archives tomorrow. Day three, I'm heading back to the German Blade Museum. I decided to walk a good portion of the way today. I really want to see some of the sights around Solingen before my appointment at the archive. Unfortunately, I didn't pre-order any materials, so I'm going to have to search the archive myself. Let's go see what I can find. Today I'm back at the German Blade Museum. I have access to their archive. I'm looking for early references to the Sportmesser or the Rivet knife. Already done a little bit of pre-research. It's looking pretty good that I'm going to be able to find some useful information. I use their online portal, and it seems like most of the stuff that I'm looking for is focused in one section of the archive. So I'm going to hit that pretty hard first thing, and yeah, let's go see what I can find. Day 3 at the German Blade Museum archive was a huge success. I found a lot of exciting references for both the Sportmesser and the Rivet knife. For the Sportmesser, I found a couple of early 5-blade Sportmesser-style humpback utility knives. One in the 1910 Luna catalog, another in the 1924 Christian Brothers catalog, both with solid screwdrivers. I also found an unfinished hand-drawn 6-bladed Sportmesser in a 1913 Cruzius Brothers catalog. However, after getting input from a few fellow researchers, it appears the drawing was likely added much later than 1913. So an interesting find, but not definitive evidence. As for the Rivet knife, I found examples dating from the 1880s and continuing through the 1900s. I even found some early hand-drawn pattern books that suggest the pattern may date back as far as the 1850s. I found a ton of great material, and I'm excited to make separate videos diving deeper into all of these discoveries. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video interesting, and I look forward to seeing you in future videos. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have any additional thoughts or experience on this topic, please share them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. See you next time.